Testing. Sound check. That guy that only streams once a year kind of thing. Sound check. Okay. I'm here. Oh my gosh, I'm live. Finally. Finally. Nothing's going on here. This. Yeah, let's let's just do this. Wait. I like this old overlay, but where's my art screen right now? Help! There it is. There's that monitor. The gigantic drawing tablet. Still don't know if it was a good purchase. No, I mean it was a great purchase because I did need a new tablet, but it's huge. I don't know. I wish I could try like many different sizes for like a week. But like in the future, if this drawing tablet breaks, what would I get? That's such a good question that nobody asked. What kind of drawing tablet would I get if this one died? Would I get a new Wacom? Would I stick to drawing with just my iPad? Like honestly, I'm pretty low, like just like my title says, I'm pretty lo-fi, I'm pretty minimalistic. It's just, damn, I don't know. Because when I'll have more time, I won't make just emotes. With just emotes, I could totally just use my iPad and make the most of it, since I already paid for that iPad too. So it's such a good drawing tablet. So I don't know. If I had to do it all over again, would I buy a 27-inch or 20? Oh, I think that's a 24-inch. It feels bigger. But that giant drawing tablet, I make great use of it. I'm just wondering, like, if it was, I don't know, 22 inches, 20, 16? Would 16 be enough? I know 16 was like the standard for drawing tablets that has the screen on it for a while. I think once, well, screen is gone. Okay. Once I'm a little further with my Etsy store business and stuff, I know that I'm gonna get back heavily into kind of graphic novel-ish, like manga type storytelling, and I think at that point having my a large tablet with all of my panels and my face will be pretty useful. Like that's generally when you do big projects and big illustrations, like prints, that's where it's really fun to have a drawing tablet, because then you have your little area where you're drawing with your hand in perspective to, or in relation to the rest of the artwork that's also visible to you. But if you do that on a drawing tablet, on an iPad, then you just see the area you're drawing exactly, but not what's around it. So that's where it's important to have a bigger canvas at that point. But something, Jesus, where's my screen? Where's my Photoshop? Come back! I broke everything. No, I just opened Adobe Animate. I was gonna say, sometimes there's something about going on the couch with the iPad and drawing from there. Just like just the minimalist setup is a good change from like bulky everything. Okay, I think that's how I had everything. So what are we drawing today? I just finished a big commission and a big everything for Etsy. I'm working my ass off to make it right now, which is good, which is exciting. But so I finished a client that had been waiting for a long time. I'm super late, and now I'm going to this last client here for like a wow. What the heck, Yoda? I forgot that you. That scared me. I don't know why. I forgot that you're subscribed to Kiseki. That's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just secretly working on their stuff today. Very lo-fi. I just wanted to pop on stream and say hello to the crew, to the old stream gang. You know? Good to see you, Yoda. How's it going? Oh, it's actually good to see those emotes in action before I get back into it. I was gonna say, so I finished the other client, Mr. Smashington. That's a regular in this stream. One of my last regular people. And oh my gosh, his commission took me so long because I'm in a giant blitz of Etsy right now, making Etsy my new business, trying to make it my new main income so that I can have more time to do my big ass ambitions on YouTube and like webtoons and all that, which I'm so excited for one day to show you guys. But until then, it's about, you know, getting back on top of things with the main jobs. But I'm doing pretty good. My Etsy's looking good, but it's taking so long. It takes so much upfront like amount of work to have, like, I don't know, like I'm working towards getting at least 500 listings. I have 200 now. It's insane. It's so much work. And then I try to get just enough client work to survive, to pay the bills until then. My expensive apartment. So, but the downside to what I'm doing now is that those clients, well, they are often waiting like over a month, and I hate that. I try to be upfront with that though. But yeah, so I am at least excited that I finished this other commission this morning, so I have a little less to juggle with. And now today I'm starting this new batch for Kiseki couple, the cute couple that plays Trails games. And so I think I'm so like art stream rusty. I might just like sketch today. We'll see what we end up with. So they commissioned 4 static emotes and 6 animated emotes. That's like a really nice batch. I love that they have like references and just super clear. That's the clearest batch I've had in a while. I appreciate that. You voted for Estelle emote. I hope you're getting paid what your emotes are worth. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, yeah, it's hard to say because with the experience that I have, if I was getting hired as a freelancer for a company, I would probably be able to charge like $1,000 for the amount of work that I put on an animated emotes, and that's the truth. But then on Twitch, I'm working with individuals. I'm working with young, single individuals, not companies. And so the price point, or like, you know, the buying, the offer is lower. And then there's competition, as in there's thousands of artists out there that try to do that too. So yeah, you know, it forces the value of our emotes to be lower than their true worth, for sure. But somehow I've managed to make it a full-time business since 2015. So, you know, to my merit, I somehow monetized it. But there's a lot of demand. And anyway, all this to say, the Etsy business is like the way to level up this income instead of selling my time to one person at a time. On Etsy, it's pretty amazing because everything can be sold a little cheaper because my inventory replenishes itself infinitely. That's the perk of selling a digital product on Etsy. So it's just about crushing it on Etsy, having like 1,000 listings, quality stuff, and over time the quality score of my shop in the background earning Etsy's trust, and it's so that they push you like to the first page or something. That's the goal, because I see my competitors lately on Etsy. It's like, damn, they don't even have that much like artist experience, but they've been there a while. They're doing a good job, like with their business model on Etsy, and I see them having like 40,000 sales over the past few years. I'm like, holy shit. I would be rich if I had 40,000 sales. So I see the potential in this. It's great. It's great news to see competition and see them succeed in a space where I have a lot of expertise. It's actually great news that I can see that the demand is there. Then you can make a good monies on Etsy if you do it right, if you work hard. So I'm doing it. Oh, Estelle is your favorite pro tag. I see. Maybe there's an Estelle down there in that list. I'm not sure yet. We're going with a lot more Mishi this time. I think they took my recommendation of like having one solid mascot across your emotes is generally a bit better. It's always better to monetize that, when people are attached to that one mascot, then they'll subscribe for that set of emotes. And a 10-year-old business is nothing to sneeze at. Good on you. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Been here a while doing this. We survived 10 years. That's something, right? As a dream chaser, trying to make a living with one of my passions, it was always either music, writing, or drawing that I wanted to make a living from. I succeeded with drawing, but the door is not closed on my other passions. They will return in the form of fun content in the future on Etsy and on YouTube and stuff. But part 1, succeeding with our new business on Etsy. That's part 1. Everything will fall in line after that perfectly. We're so ready. Everything is ready. Like literally all of my future projects and ongoing projects, they're all like perfectly planned and ready and written. I'm working very freaking hard. People around me see it. That I'm not a procrastinator. I'm doing what it takes to hopefully take that business to the next level, regain some free time, and finally go all in with my passions that I've been like putting on ice for way too many years. Mishi is great too. It's a great Mishi is a great emote mascot to have. I've never played the Trails games, I don't think. No, there was a time that I was a big RPG player when I was younger. I barely game anymore. But I just have like, my passion projects. I'm getting old, and my passion projects, I really need to tend to them. And in order to do that, I need income. So you know what I mean? Like my priorities. So like gaming is now pushed way down in my priorities. But the thing though is like if I start making eventually animated parodies of games, then that kind of justifies me going on stream and playing the game that I'm parodying. So hell yeah, there will be still ways to justify gaming. But no, I've never played Trails. I've played some. What did I play? Like the obscure, like PlayStation 1 RPGs, which is kind of where I've started hearing of Trails. I don't remember which other. Oh yeah, there was like Tales of Destiny on PlayStation 1, but not Trails. That's different. Yeah, the Tales and the Trails, right? I'm surprised to see like the niche like fandom of Trails. I like that. Never been even close to that saga thing, because these characters, they are new to me. How do you compare that to like Final Fantasy or like Breath of Fire maybe, or Persona? I don't know. In terms of how well it's received, you know, I'm not sure. It reignited as an adult. Okay, that is a good review. It is, because that's where I'm at. There are some games, some sagas that I would find hard to start as an adult, I guess, maybe. Although I'm someone who grew up with the retro era, and I'm not afraid of going with all graphics. I really don't. But it's funny like that there are games that I play, like for example, at some point I wanted to try the Witcher series. And I tried the Witcher 1. And I hated it. I could see like, okay, it's probably new at that time to have kind of like an open world with quests and cities to visit. But man, the combat was so shit that there was no excuse. Like I played the games of that era. I even googled what other games of that year came out, and it's like God of War 2 and like epic games with epic gameplay. There was just no excuse. So I'm not just gonna give a pass to that game's combat because it was I don't know, 2010 game or something. Good games from the past always resonate with me when I play them much later, because I've been there at that time. I know what was good at that time. I know what to expect. I know what was invented. And I know what these games of that era invented, you know. Alright, what am I doing? Cozy emote or something? I need to pop out the chat on my stream so I can read easier. Stream manager. There, that's better. It's been very niche for the past 20 years. Yeah. Huh. Is it a series that was like only getting out in Japan at first and then eventually came here? There's a few like that. At some point I was looking at like games on the Super Nintendo that were only in Japan and never came here. And some of them looked amazing. Like I would have loved to play these games back then. But we didn't have access to these games. So this cat has like a perfectly round shape head. It's not a very dynamic shape, but as an emote I tried to exaggerate it a little bit by making it egg shaped slightly. It's generally cuter. Like generally you want your cat chibis to have a bit of a puffy cheek. I avoid that a little bit since this character is almost just iconic for being a big ball. So I just squish the ball slightly so that you barely see it, but it's more dynamic. When I don't stream for a while, I really hesitate before starting the stream, and I hate that. And I just end up pushing through, and then I'm like, I'm glad I did. I'm always glad that I clicked the stream button when I hesitate. Then I end up just having a good time catching up. Whoever in the community passes by. My next main thing to stream soon is Resident Evil 9. I'm just waiting. I'm just grinding, honestly. Just grinding so that my clients don't wait more than what they've already been waiting. Like during daytime I clear a commission or two, and well, like just one animated emote or two or something, and then in the evening I just blast a bunch of stuff for Etsy. That's been my life for the past few months. Since last September. So not much gaming other than, you know, I played Silent Hill F on stream. That was fun. That was refreshing. Fan translations got picked up. I see. Oh my gosh. I see. So there is a whole story around that. Huh. That's really interesting. So annoying, the old localization issues. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it's not really a thing anymore. Now we're forever stuck with Street Fighter. Like M. Bison was Vega in Japan. Balrog was, I don't know, there was like a whole triangle of 3 characters that their names were switched. Bison was Vega, Balrog was Bison, which makes sense because he was based after Mike Tyson. M. Bison. Anyway, but now since we're used to that, it's forever gonna be jank, forever, because it's too late to change these names. Yeah, what am I even drawing? I don't even know. It's the kind of time that I need to draw faster so that I see shapes in my head. Wait, I was in the mood to listen to that Silent Hill album I saw pop up earlier on YouTube Music. let's pause that and try this. Hey. I saw that and I couldn't resist. Just let me know if it's ever too loud. I love the ambience of Silent Hill. That little rusty guitar. Super lo-fi. And it's always like hopeful but sad. I love that. Silent Hill is one of my biggest inspiration for the stories that I want to write very soon when I'll have the time. If you don't know that about me, I'm a huge horror fan, but also, or dark fantasy. And I wrote a whole book in the past. Never published it. Just was too miserable to like finish polishing it and publish it. It was pretty sad, but I got a lot of experience from it, and I do still want to write again eventually. But now that I'm an artist, it's awkward. So to only write and not add images on it. So I'm thinking of making projects from that, like maybe making like drawing these short stories, creating a world off of it, and making probably like series on YouTube, like narrated and soft animated, like not fully animated but just soft animated based on the like manga or whatever. And anyway, those are my biggest future projects. And I'm a musician, so I will make my own music for these series. But I have a big inspiration in the vibe from Silent Hill. The sad but hopeful thing. And the lessons about trauma and young adult stuff. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be fun. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's been hard the past 10 years being like a mega creative that I have what it takes to create big ass projects, like for example writing a book, because I've done it, and it's so important for me to do it again. But being not like good enough at business to not like have to spend every single time, every single moment, like weekends and evenings working, because you know my business is not, my income is not optimized. So it's been hard being having to avoid playing new music, avoid doing YouTube videos and all that everything that I like, you know, for years. It's been very, very tough. But for once, I'm working extremely hard and extremely smarter. And hopefully I'll be rewarded for it. Hopefully it's gonna give me the extra time to do the other stuff that I want to like impress you all with. And I want to share with you guys. So cool. Just wondering because I've never heard that album. Okay. It's like a few themes that they wrote for Silent Hill. Huh. I remember like 2 years, maybe 3 years ago already. I played, I played Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4 over the past 5 years at Halloween. But when I played 4, I was so impressed because I feel like I didn't hear that many good things, or I didn't hear anything about Silent Hill 4. But it really impressed me because it was the last one made by the actual Silent Hill team, the same vision, same staff. It was such a good game. So I thought it was very underrated. It was actually pretty spooky. And very creative. And still somewhat related to the town of Silent Hill in some capacity. So like it was less standalone and different than I thought it would be. It was very much a valid entry. I've also put learning my Japanese on ice, on standby. I put everything I care about on standby. I put my kids on standby. Good thing I don't have kids right now because they would be on standby too. Well, I crushed my new business. Alright, music. What are we doing today? What if I play the new band, the French Canadian band that's going viral right now? Angine de Poitrine. Where are they? Where are you? Alright. Alright, let's put some funky music. figured it out. But anyway, I wasn't really planning on showing my face that much today. Okay. Yeah, my music might be going a little too hard for my type of audience. Let's see. What if I just whatever? I'm just tired of worrying about the music. Just realized Cozy Mishi isn't canon. Oh my god. He's never been cozy in his poor life. The only pictures I saw of Mishi is like he looks like, I think that maybe that's what it is, like a mascot, like someone's in Mishi. Someone's in a mascot. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a real cat or a mascot. It's crazy, right? Like, see how much difference it makes to just push the face up or down here. Both are equally cute, but for different, with a different vibe. It's crazy. He's an amusement park mascot. There you go. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the look. That's why his head is usually perfectly round. Ah, okay, there's also in-game plushies. That makes sense. It's a very brandable mascot. Those publishers are probably selling merch with that character. She does have little black eyebrows that we need in the design. I'll find a way to have them still look cute in there somewhere. Could be like... All right. Cute. All right. That's not bad. That's pretty cute. I'll look at it again later. We need a break from this design, so I'm just gonna sketch the next one. Mishi, this is fine. Nice. see. All right. This one is more canon. Oh my gosh. Hi Kiseki couple. You scared me for a second there. And no, it's not too late. I'm just one sketch and a half down. I've been very well. Absolutely, I hope you've been well too. I've just been extremely busy and I feel terrible for my ongoing clients. Because I'm trying to, revive my business with Etsy, as I've told you before, and I'm going ham, and it takes an insane amount of work. That's my weekends, my evenings, everything. To have to build a huge inventory of 1,000 listings up front. That's kind of what it takes to make Etsy a full-time living. Oof. So building this is very hard. So I'm just so thankful for my clients like you who support me during this time, and you guys are very patient with me, and I appreciate it so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I feel terrible about the wait time. That being said, the other client that took so long to clear before you is completed since this morning. So I'm all yours, and that's awesome. Well, yours in Etsy, but at this point, I'll be doing something every day until it's done. So that's exciting. Thank you so much. You guys have been super nice. And it feels so cozy and nice today. Getting on this little mascot again. Getting on a new commission. It's actually a really good feeling. Yay! 5 days too late for April's Fool. True. But yeah, I was looking again at this list this morning. It's a really good list. Very nice, clear list. All good emotes. Very nice. But how have you guys been, Kisaki? With the streaming and everything? How are things? It's good to be streaming. I haven't streamed in a while. I was only streaming like once per week the past like 2 months, just streaming Silent Hill F. my very small quota of gaming is just my spooky games. The next one will be Resident Evil 9 when I can afford spending some time on that. This feels so good. I don't know why. It's nice to get on a new commission, but being live too, I guess. You guys would always hold a special place in my heart to stream some art once in a while, and it's been a long time. And of course we need the flames. But I'll make the flames later, the coloring phase. Yay! Just doing some rough sketches for now. These will all be revised a lot later down the line. Oh my gosh, I just saw this for the first time. Evil Mishi. And then I started thinking about all of the other emotes that I've made, like evil plotting and stuff like that, but then I didn't expect to see that. He does look evil. So is that like a fork and a knife? Oh my gosh. Okay, evil Mishi. And the other sketch will be Mishi scared. Okay. Here's an interesting part here. All of my scared emotes, I give them like wide eyes, small pupils. It creates the effect of, you know, opening your eyes very wide and showing fear. And then you can add sweat. And that's pretty good for like looking stressed and all that. But Mishi here, we try generally to give him only like little dot eyes, just with black eyes, no white. It depends. Let's see. I need to look at my other Mishi emotes. Yeah, so far I managed to always give them the same little black eyes. There's always a way. Let's see. So scared Mishi. I have to use like other gestures, other tactics to show fear other than only the eyes. So we'll work on that. There, this Mishi is a good frame. Good head. So for example, let's see. See, it's hard. It's very hard compared to doing this. You know what I mean? If you can have the wide eyes, another way that I could see to show fear would maybe be closed eyes. Gonna go look at some Mishi references. yeah. The ears is another thing. Generally, I do the ears too. not easy, but we'll get it. Potential ideas here. Sambone Hambone, you got one of my emotes on Etsy. Oh, that means the world to me. I'm pushing hard to make this a business on Etsy. I've been making emotes since 2014, and I'm just finally kind of expanding a little bit on Etsy, and it makes me so happy when you guys support me on Etsy. I hope you enjoy the emotes. Thank you so much. You did a tribute as well. Oh, I think I have to go like manually accept it or something, and I absolutely will. Thank you so much. You got the jumping brown bear. Aww. Thank you so much. I'm super thankful. Awesome. He wanted an emote of him and he loved that one. That's awesome. Really glad to hear. The jumping brown bear. Yay! Hus bear, I see. I see. See what you did there. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna start expanding a lot the animated emotes on my Etsy, since I think it's kind of how I can stand out from what's already on Etsy. Because I've been animating emotes for a while now. I did the Valkyrie animated emotes last year. She commissioned 60 animated emotes, so that gave me a lot of practice. Thank you so much, Sambo. And I know what you mean. You know, it's with AI going on and all that, it means extra more when people on Etsy support the real artists. And I love that. And I love that about the Twitch community in general. Okay, what else do we have to sketch today? The Mishi Evil. I don't know if I'm comfortable sketching that today, but reference. The reference, oh my gosh. That's pretty good actually. Huh. And why not? Gonna use this head again, spin it. It's funny now when it's on like Twitter, we can find art that's like from a not super experienced artist, but you can tell that, I don't know, their art come from the heart. Like they're just excited to show us their little illustration, and it's almost like so refreshing to just see art that you know is not AI generated. It makes us appreciate like newer artists that despite AI art existing, they're just showing off what they can do, even if it looks like very beginner. And that sucks for the artists that grinded so much in their lives that their art looks AI generated, because that's the art that feeds the AI. that hurts. I think we need to reach a point where AI assisted art or books or anything, AI related anything, has to be branded as a different product than something made by a human. So on Spotify, it should be very evident that, like, it should be branded. This has been created with AI in some part of the process. You know, separate them. They're two completely different products. Someone having fun, you know, a non-musician that's having fun creating music with the help of AI. I mean, to a point, good for him, but it just needs to be said when they're releasing the music, and completely in a different category. That's it. Just don't lump them together. It would be like putting a robot on a racetrack at the Olympics. Why? We're here to celebrate like the skill of humans. And that's generally what art is. So just separate them. On Etsy, make it clear, separate them. It should be absolutely labeled and in two separate categories completely too, because AI generated things are like it's so much quicker to produce that you're gonna have 2,000 AI songs for one human song. So don't even put them in the same pool. So once we start figuring it out and separating these two things at different products, not competing with each other, I think maybe it's gonna get a little less bad than it is right now. Hopefully. Like Etsy is weird because it's a place that used to be known for handcrafted things, very artsy things, very gathered like a crowd of people that like supporting real artists, and that's amazing. But now if the site it is getting extremely flooded with AI stuff. Again, because it's so much quicker to make. So if you allow it, your website will be 99% AI art after a month. So Etsy, what are you doing? Like, what crowd do you want to attract? It's really hurtful for the remaining human artists on the platform. But yeah, at least it starts as categorizing it, labeling it as something completely different. You paid for emotes on Etsy that were promoted as an artist made but ended up being AI. That's so insane. I haven't seen that yet. Like oh my gosh. I think I don't even dare Googling or like looking for stuff on Etsy right now, because I'm so triggered when I see a bunch of, I see my competitors being AI artists, for example. That's so frustrating to see. At least it's becoming kind of a thing that I can literally advertise my brand as being without AI, and to the point where it's gonna become a niche. Like my art will become a niche for being human made, while everything else will be AI. There's like people still supporting like oil painters in an era of digital art, for example. Hey, I'm gonna keep that niche. So I have to advertise that my art, like I'm starting to do that on my listings. Like actually labeling them, like saying that there was no AI in the process. I think that's a good idea. Exactly, it should be a strict bare minimum to just label it. Yeah. It's insane, guys. Because it's sad that non-artists or like the general people that browse websites don't have the keen eye to know what's AI or not. For example, I am just logging on Etsy right now. That's AI generated stuff. Look at that. Wow. You can pay. Well, I guess it's not that popular if someone wants, if they're dropping their price to 68 cents Canadian. That's like 50 cents US for a AI generated portrait of you and your boyfriend or something. Same thing here, AI generated. And that's already 90% of my recommended stuff is AI generated here. It's a lot. It's a lot. Most of it will be all AI generated things. At least you can't make AI for like actual physical items that you sell, so it's mostly my competitors as someone who sells a digital product. Yeah, it's gonna be very flooded. So I don't know, I have to establish myself on Etsy as someone that people can reliably come back to get something made by a human. Hopefully. Oof. Yeah, I hate, but it's done to the internet. Like our perception, our reaction as soon as we see good art on the internet is no longer, oh, that's amazing art from an amazing artist. It will never be like that again. So that sucks. that was crushing for every creative on the planet for the past year. I think we're starting to swallow the pill. Okay, this is how it's gonna be now. Looking at images on the internet is gonna suck forever from now, so let's move on. Try to find our enjoyment of art in a different way. So that's why I'm just now talking about at least labeling them and categorizing them as completely different products. I think that's the key. Want to enjoy AI music? Fine, go in that category. So that someone who wants to enjoy purely human-made music, I can go in that category where I can at least expect human-made music. Like, I don't want to go on YouTube and always wonder, oh, is this AI? Is this not? Fuck. That's the part that's frustrating for everyone. So hopefully that's gonna get better soon. I need coffee. I'm gonna use my reliable espresso machine in my room. It's gonna be noisy. Hi. I don't have a good setup right now for my camera. Damn it. The setup works when I'm playing games, but when I'm doing art, it's like my giant Wacom tablet is taking half the camera. I need a different camera angle for when I'm doing art. Or I can be comically hidden by my tablet as content. But there are things that I'm not afraid of. I'm afraid of how, of course, it's going to replace every single fun jobs ever. But humans always have and will always admire human talent and skills, no matter how much the robots do it better, because we've seen the proof of that countless times already. It's just annoying right now that it's all meddled together and you don't know which one is made by the robot, which one is made by humans. It's just extremely hurtful and very annoying. But people will always, there are a lot of people that will always want to purchase things made by humans. And artwork made by humans, digital art made by humans. But it's just going to be harder to differentiate them and know if the art you're looking at was truthfully made by a human. So that's what we need to figure out. Because I know a lot of people on Twitch care about having stuff made by an artist. And a lot of people don't care that much, so they will make their AI generated emotes, and those people are just not my clientele. But there are enough people that like real art to like enough for us artists to make a business or a living out of it. But how can we show these people our human art without them wondering if it's AI or not and stuff like that? How can they find us real human artists? So let's improve that. You know what I'm eager for is if I manage to make enough of a living income on Etsy soon-ish, with all of my efforts, it wouldn't give me time to make my YouTube videos again and stuff like that. Then I can imagine a world where I can use my future content and its viewers to send them over my Etsy store as merch or like as something to sell to my viewers. So I can see Etsy being like a long-term asset like that. Like once I go back to YouTube, I can keep promoting that Etsy store constantly. There's so many YouTubers that don't sell stuff because they don't really know what to sell. Like, am I gonna sell a t-shirt? Like, what the fuck? So a lot of people are missing out on like their fans wanting to support them while they don't have anything to purchase. But for me, I would have this gigantic store of digital items. It's pretty fun. So what I mean is I'm not doing this for nothing. It seems like I'll be able to keep those assets for a long time and use them. Coffee. Okay. Camera. My comically large drawing tablet. Okay. I was gonna sketch at least one last emote with them, even though these are not finalized sketches by any means. Just an initial concept. I would say this one is pretty locked in. It's pretty good. Just needs the fire in the background. The other ones, we'll see. I'll look at them again later. But let's just do the evil emote for now. Do I have that reference? I do have a reference? Okay. Oh my god. Me just raising my tablet. I don't know what to do. It's the camera that I'll have to move every time I do art or something. Yeah. Jeez. Jay. It's Jay. Okay. Evil Mishi kind of has bigger ears. Okay. The design is so funny. Why are the eyes so high? I might change that though. I'll do whatever I want. Yeah. gonna be challenging to make it chibi, like in my style. But it's gonna work in the end. Teacher, you caught me. You thought I would never stream again? Good to see you. How's it going? Thank you so much. Can't believe. Yeah, you kept this resub. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for the 84 months resub. Much appreciated as always. How's it going out there? How's it going? For me, it's pretty simple. Still on a mega Etsy grind, and just finished a big commission, and I'm starting another big commission. Basically on the grind, but things are exciting. Still not dead. Jobless but well. Wait. Jobless. What will trying to enjoy life. Still jobless. Aw. I see. Still jobless. So you've been looking for work for a while. I hope you get it soon. Hope you get that job. Is it really hard, like, to get jobs in your area? Oh, I see. It's funny. I know some people that don't like remote work. They didn't enjoy like the forced remote work during pandemic, and they prefer going back and having some coworkers kind of thing. Depends on people. I think a lot of people dream of remote work though, and I am glad that it's a bit more normalized. It's a lot more normalized. Because there was many times before doing art as a business where I thought, damn, it must be the dream to work from home. And I was not thinking about art. I was just working from home, period. Doing some translating or whatever is something I considered doing because I'm bilingual, so just whatever job from home. To me sounded like the dream. You had a good job. They lost the contract. Yeah, that must have sucked. I feel like in 100 years or before, hopefully, some countries will have like universal income and make it work. Since everything is becoming much easier to like robotize and automate, there's inevitably a time where it would be possible, but it wouldn't be possible in like a pure capitalist system. So governments would need to step in and make it work. That would be hard. A hard switch in some place like America where the companies run everything. But in theory, we're so close to that technology. Robots plowing the fields, robot constructing, robots doing everything. And then since there's no more jobs to do for humans, then there would be a universal income and we could move on to a new stage of society. I mean, that's what's coming, because otherwise we're just gonna have an economic crash. Robots doing everything for Amazon, and then there's no more competition, or nobody can buy anything because they're poor, and then the system crashes. That's what's coming if it's not universal income. So that's why universal income is coming back as a big like talking point right now. That would be weird. That would be weird. Humans are weird when they're bored and not working. We're supposed to work for survival, so that would be also creating other issues. Oof. Those clankers are gonna ruin everything. But anyway, with teacher, I hope you find a job that you like soon. I know the anxiety of being between jobs for a little too long. Well, yeah, it's stressful not having a job. might be enough room in this emote for, well, to show Mishy's tail, which is a very puffy tail, kind of like a fox. Depends if I have room. Okay, we're getting there for static emotes. Slowly. Alright. That was a good short stream. I'm gonna keep my energy because I need a lot of it with all the work I have to do. But I'm very happy that I went live, caught up with some of you, and was able to do a classic Dawn art stream, I guess. Just sketching some emotes for my new commission. It's a good start. Yay. Alright, well thank you, Wendager, for the 84 months resub. And thank you to everyone that stopped by. It was super fun. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next stream, which will be, I don't know. I don't know when. Soon TM. Because I do need to stream Resident Evil 9 anyway at some point as a reward for the hard work, right? Like I need to take a break and play some game at some point, hopefully in the next few days or next week. Or we'll see, maybe there's gonna be another art stream in the meantime. So yeah, maybe actually. We'll see. So in the meantime, have a good evening. What the heck did I press? A death counter? Jeez. I am rusty with the streaming. Alright guys. See you next time. See you soon. Bye guys.